Hello, it's Bob in the conference room in the Dean's Suite in the College of Engineering at the University of South Florida on day 9 of Operation Engineering. How are you doing? So I hope this message finds you and your family and friends healthy and safe. Yesterday in the video, I asked you to think about the word imagination and see if there was some way we could think to reimagine this project. And we got some really great ideas. I wanted to thank Sclafani Luis June for sending in photos of some really interesting paintings, which I'm going to get to in a moment. But to get to the quote is from Paul Klee, a Swiss artist. So when I was in graduate school at Rice University, I spent time at the ETH in Zurich, Switzerland, because my advisor, Thanos Antoulis, was a student of Professor Kalman, who was at the ETH Mathematical Systems Theory group at the time. And during my time there, Lynn and I took a Swiss Rail pass to Bern, where we visited the Zentrum Paul Klee, which is a museum in Bern that holds many of the paintings and drawings of the artist Paul Klee. And so our quote today comes from him. Be winged arrows, aiming at fulfillment and goals. So in this time of COVID-19, let's continue on that path. Let's be winged arrows, aiming towards the goals of student success, remote delivery of instructions and remote operations of the college. I know that everybody is getting prepared for the stay-at-home orders today, and good luck with that. I think it's going to become more and more important for us to stay connected together through these means. But the 3 paintings that were photographs were delivered today as part of the email that I post are 3 particularly interesting to me. The first one is entitled Convergence, and it's by an artist named Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock is my favorite artist. And when I was teaching a signature course at the University of Texas at Austin entitled Art and Engineering, I used Jackson Pollock as an example of the connection between mathematics and creativity, between chaos and fractals and art. So even though Jackson Pollock wasn't the mathematician, our analysis of his paintings reveal the fractals and other mathematical notions inside of his paintings. That is one of the few Jackson Pollock paintings that I have not visited personally, but I'm looking forward to doing that. The second painting is by de Kooning, which is called Excavation. Now this painting, I believe I have seen, as I recall, it was in Chicago at the Chicago Art Institute. It's a very wonderful painting, and de Kooning and Jackson Pollock painted around the same time around the same place in New York. The last painting is by Kandinsky, and that painting is called Composition 8. And while I don't have a direct memory of this, I believe that this was hanging in the Guggenheim in New York City when I visited there some years ago. So thank you for sending these and for getting the discussion started around the notion of art. I appreciate that you and others are starting to think about how we can reimagine this project. In the email that I'm going to send today are some very interesting suggestions from Serena Ergas regarding remote delivery. I did want to point out one request that she had. She asks if there are any ways that you are engaging students in lab activities, for example, backyard field sampling or kitchen science experiments, to please let her know. So take a look at that. There's also, for the first time in the 9 days that we've been doing this, there's also a video that is essentially a music video that was submitted to us from Larry Dunleavy. Take a look at that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's beautiful. And thanks, Larry, for doing that. There's other examples of creativity and innovation in the email that I will attach to this. So, again, thank you all for all that you do for our students and for their success. As we move into the end of week 2, I wish you all the best. Please stay in touch. If you have some ideas about art, or if you have some of your favorite paintings, or if you paint, I would love to see, and I'd love to be able to share photos of those with the rest of the college. So stay safe, be well, we'll talk soon.